welcome back to the channel. Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat and all that, and I'm going to make a Christmas ornament, a tree to be exact, out of this beautiful piece of laburnum. Now my wife is a huge fan of Christmas and we have quite a few trees up at the moment in the house, but if you'd like to have a guess in the comments below, I'll tell you at the end exactly how many trees we have and what this will make it to. So we're going to mount this with a worm's screw. We're going to turn it round and then figure out the best way, looking at the wood, to turn this into a beautiful ornament. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're going to use tailstock support at the start while we get this round. Oh, come on. If you see me swap to gloves halfway through, it's not because I'm trying to be unsafe, it's because I'm trying to keep my hands warm because it's quite cold in this workshop. Right, the main area to take out is this lump here. So we'll take that out slowly and see how it goes. I'll go and sharpen up the gouge. I'll be back in a second. Okay, progress is going well. Ooh, just look at that grain. Right, there's plenty of different ways that you can develop the Christmas tree kind of shape, but the way I like to use it is to think of an area for the bottom of the branches to the top of the tree, and then try and create a nice curve heading that way. And then once that's in, then we can mark out where the individual sets of branches will be. So I'm going to get this round, get all the bark off it, or as much as I feel a need, and then start creating this curve to the top. Now laburnum's pretty well known for its beautiful dark coloured wood, but it also has a lot of this sapwood, this white wood. And if I can leave that on the edges of a couple of the branches, as it were, then that may look like a bit of snow tipped, I don't know. If I end up turning them all away, then fair enough, but if not, I will try and keep a couple there just to look elegant. No, elegant, that's the wrong word. Just to look a bit festive. Okay. I'd like to have seen a bit more heartwood through on this side, but when we start cutting into it, then that should appear quite nicely. Now let's get a ruler. Okay, put these marks every 2 centimeters apart. Just going to spin this round and just mark them in. can't see the others, that's the only one I could see. I'm going to cut into these lines with a parting tool, but I don't want to go in very far. I want to go in on an even depth across all the branches. So think about that. I'll just put a bit of tape on the parting tool just so I know when to stop going in. Okay, now with a little old spindle gouge, I'm just going to take it on here and just round those edges in to meet the bit we've cut down. So that's given us a beautiful uniform kind of shape. I'm just going to sharpen up the skew and just refine some of these edges because I couldn't quite get in there far enough because my skew's a little bit fat. Okay, it's looking good. I'm just going to, my little detail gouge, just to tidy it up in these little edges here. I had trouble getting to with the skew because it's a bit fat. Bit more refining to do, but I think I can do that with the sandpaper. Right, let's just create a bit more of a trunk here, and then a nice little base for it. Now normally I would like to leave this bit of bark on it, but we've got wax on there, which is an absolute pain to get off, so I'm just going to round it off. Well, it's looking good. Very happy with that. Right, let's do a bit of work with the sandpaper. Sort out these edges. I'm going to leave this little top to the end because, you know, I want to be able to put a bit of force on this. And yes, we've got a good warm screw going in there, but worm screws work better across the grain, not with the grain, because this is the grain's all going this way, so it's strong, but it's not as strong as it could be. Right, I'll get the sanding out. You can watch a bit of the sanding, but then I'll leave you alone while I finish it off. Right, that sounds up to 400. We're going to go over with grits and stuff like that again in a second, but I just want to take this out now, just so it's ready for the final polishing and waxing. Out the way. Right, just put a bit of sandpaper on this end. Nothing too low. I'll start with 180. Where's it gone? Right, I'll start with 240. Okay. I'm going to start with a nice shellac finish, because shellac on laburnum really helps darken it and just makes it absolutely gorgeous. Like this will seal the wood beautifully. And as you can see, it just gives it an amazing colour. Let that sit in for a little bit, and I'll come back in with the Yorkshire grit, and then we'll put a final polish on it. Okay, Yorkshire grit time. Start off slow and then build at the speed. Right, now for the isopropyl. The isopropyl really is an essential step, just to help get all the muck and dust and everything off the wood. Just let that evaporate. Right, and finally, we're going to use the Hampshire Sheen to give it a nice hard wax coating. Hampshire Sheen has a microcrystalline wax in it, which really is fantastic for keeping down the fingerprints from all the people that are going to be wanting to touch this and feel it. And are you putting your guess yet to how many Christmas trees my wife has up already? You've still got time. Just write it in the comments below. And also, if you write it in the comments below, that'll go as an entry towards the giveaway when we get to 2,500 subscribers. Right. Just like the Yorkshire grid, start off at a slower speed and then build it up. Fresh piece of cloth just to make sure all the wax is off. Right, let's have a closer look at this. There we have it. A beautiful laburnum festive tree. But I think as an ornament, it can be left up all year round. Now these are very, very simple to make, which is why I wanted to try and inspire you to make something like this now for your loved ones at home. It doesn't have to be laburnum, you can make it out of pine and it'll be just as good. Just put a bit of colour on there and you've got a wonderful decoration and something your loved one will treasure for hopefully a very long time. Well, that's it for now. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you've liked the video, then I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe and all that kind of thing. And if you leave a comment as well, for instance, how many trees do you think my wife's got up already, then you'll be entered into a competition for a giveaway when we get to 2,500 subscribers. So that's it. All that's left for me to say is I shall go and give this to my wife, who will put it on the mantelpiece or wherever, and it will become our 14th tree up in our house so far. So if your guess was 13, then you are correct. Thank you very much indeed, and I'll see you next time.